So, I wanted to talk about gaming journalism. And I'm going to use this term very broadly. I'm including pretty much everybody that expresses their opinions about gaming on a public landscape. Why am I talking about it? What made me want to talk about it? Well, some time ago I exchanged words with another content creator, and I remember he asked himself once what was his role in all of this. What was the role of the press inside gaming, and what was the relationship between the community and the press? And I told him my opinion about it, and the whole thing got me thinking about it, and I wanted to share that with you too. And the reason for that is because I think it matters. I think it helps to give context to the games that we play. Everybody's got their opinions, and there are opinions, right? But the moment you decide to talk about them in public, they're no longer just your opinions. They're out there, and they're going to influence other people's opinions. So my take on it is that you kind of have a responsibility. You not only have a responsibility towards what you're actually saying, you also kind of have a responsibility towards the opportunity that you're given. Alright, so what we have right now, we have news outlets on YouTube. We've got things like, I don't know, The Know, Pretty Good Gaming. Outside of YouTube, you've got your Kotakus, your Eurogamers. You have some very talented people doing video essays on YouTube, some documentaries, GDC. We've got streamers, theorists, opinion givers, lore hunters. And I have no reason to berate any of it. I think it's good already, but I think there's a lot of room for improvement. First off, we kind of don't have an established body of investigative journalism. We're a bit dependent on what is leaked, on what the people involved in the stories are willing to share. Something I see a lot is like, oh geez, Reddit user found this out, or geez, other guy somewhere checked this out. And then the news outlets, they just aggregate all this information. And that's fine. We need that. But I would like to see a more professionally developed branch of investigative journalism that could get out there and uncover stuff to keep us informed about it. Of course, news outlets that just plain out give you the facts that are out there are also important. It's a very easily digestible format that can give us a lot of information in a very short time. Another thing we see a lot are opinion pieces, and those can be dangerous. Like, there's a lot of clickbaity, inflammatory opinion pieces out there. I'm not going to point fingers, but you all know what I'm talking about, probably. And sure, fine, you can have your opinions, but like I said, you kind of have a responsibility, you know? Don't be inflammatory for the sake of being inflammatory just to drive the clicks. Alright? So, speaking of opinions, this one is going to be very personal. I get a little frustrated sometimes because it feels like we're content with the evolution of games as it stands right now. If you judge by what's being discussed publicly, it kind of feels like we're stuck in this mindset that is rightfully concerned about the practices of the gaming industry and that expects nothing but technical improvements and more of the same. But the thing is, gaming it's still in its infancy. There's a long way to go. People are still figuring out how to work with it. What we can do with games. And I would like to see more people talking about this particular subject. Trying to get gamers in this mindset where they expect actual creative evolution. We see a drive for it coming from the indie side of gaming. And I don't have a problem with big publishers making big games in order to make big money. It's a business, they look at it as an investment. Sure, it's fine, I don't care. But what I'm talking about today is not about the publishers. It's not about the gaming industry. It's about gaming journalism. It's about the people that are shaping the opinions about gaming. And aside from their concern about the practices of the gaming industry regarding monetization, regarding social issues, it feels to me like they're going along with this narrative that everything's fine, when they should be helping getting gamers in this mindset of expecting actual creative evolution from their games. Not just technical stuff and more of the same. And one way to go about it, something I think could help, would be to have less monologue and more dialogue. We see a lot of juxtaposing opinions, but we don't often see these opinions clashing against each other. Not in an antagonistic way. It's not about dividing us. It's about working together to shape something better out of it. You know, to learn together. Praise the sun. Maybe that's even the heart of everything I'm saying here. I am not content. with the state of gaming journalism in this respect. I think it's fine what we have right now for what it's worth, but I think we need more than that. I would like to see it being used for more than just analyzing and listing bullet points. I would like to see it being used to help increase our appreciation for games and improve the discourse. We need that sorely. And one last thing, I think we're kind of stuck in an echo chamber. I think we need to reach out to those who are more in need of informed opinions to help shape their own. And I'm talking mostly about jocks and mobile gamers. I personally know people that only play sports games or only play mobile games, and that's all they know. They don't have a broad point of reference to judge whether or not they're getting the most out of it, whether or not the practices that are being implemented in their games are fair or not. And let's be honest, their opinions are probably the loudest. Those two groups are probably the most profitable for the gaming industry, and they are the ones they're going to listen to. So, if you want actual profound change in the gaming industry, then you should probably be talking to them. I think it's paramount that we go after this untapped audience that could really benefit from an outside perspective. Okay. That was my rant for the day, and see you around. Maybe I'm just not watching the right channels.